YouTube, what's going on? This is Jay Ivory, and I want to say I appreciate everybody in the 2K community that came out and support my small forward build video, especially my power forward build video. And if you haven't seen it, I made a point guard build video, so go check that one out. Now, before we get into this video, I want you to do one thing for me, especially if you're new to the channel. Hit the subscribe button here on my YouTube channel. Have your notifications on. I'm also a streamer as well. I want to bring you guys a lot of gaming content, and I'm also a vlogger, so a bunch of real life stuff too. Now, let's get into the meat and bones of this video. As you can see right here, look at this comment right at the top. Now, I have been getting comments like this on my power forward video and my small forward video. You guys want an update on the attributes and also the badges, so I got you. And we're also gonna see which build is the best one. Now, my opinion might surprise you guys, but I will tell you guys, my builds, they're not that high level because I do work a normal job outside of content creating, so bear with me with both of the builds. But I will go over each build to see which badges are the best, and I'll give you guys an update on the attributes. So let's get into the video. Let's go. Okay guys, here we go with the small forward two-way slashing shot creator attributes. Here's a little update. As you can see, my close shot's an 82 right here. My driving layup is an 86, a 92 driving dunk. A tip for you guys, if you guys want to have a dunking build to have elite contact dunking, his driving dunk must be at least a 92. Your build must be at least a 92. Now let's go over to the shooting. As you can see, man, my mid-range is an 80, my 3-point is an 80, my free throw is an 85. I'm more excited for the free throw to be an 85, just because if I'm driving to the basket in pro-am or in a game or something, I'm going to be able to hit them from the line. Ball handling is an 80. That's perfect right now, maxed out for this build. Speed with ball is a 75. That's perfect for me as well. You know, I got my playmaking attributes maxed out. That means I'm able to be fast with the ball, and I'm able to make plays on bigger defenders. Now I'm working on my defense next. As soon as I start getting some more attribute points, I'm going to be helping on my perimeter defense. That means I'm going to be able to help lock up the smaller defenders. You know, my steal's already an 80. My block is already an 80 as well. Offensive rebound, you know guys, I did not upgrade this really much, but I am going to be able to get some offensive rebounds. Defensive rebounds looks like it really is going to be able, when I max it out, I'm going to be able to utilize that. But I do have a 7'4" wingspan on this build, so I am able, if I have good positioning, I will have a good chance of still getting the rebounds. As you can see over here for my physicals, these will go up as soon as I get my gym rat badge. As you know, I'm going to have an 8. It's an 80 speed right now. Acceleration 78. That means I'm able to take off at short bursts. Strength is maxed out. My verticals maxed out. We're going to be putting people on posters, like I've told you guys before. That is what we're going to be doing here. And stamina, I believe highly for stamina, especially if you think you're going to be dribbling a lot, or if you hold the turbo without even knowing that much. I think this is going to help you guys out a lot. So these are my, as of today, attributes. Okay, now let's get into the badges. What I would suggest, my badges that I have right now, as you can see, they're all highlighted. I have Fearless Finisher on silver, Limitless Takeoff on silver, Posterizer on silver, Slitherly Finisher on silver. I have Unstrippable on silver and Mouse in the House on silver. Let me tell you why I have these. I feel like these three right here are the most important: Fearless Finisher, Limitless Takeoff, and Posterizer, just because, one, you're going to be able to absorb more contact when you're going in for the dunk. Limitless Takeoff, you're going to be able to take off from farther. Like the Michael Jordan dunk from the free throw line, you're gonna be able to do that. And posterizers, you're gonna be putting people on posters, basically. Now, your next one's obviously, I say Mouse in the House, because what if you do get matched up on a smaller defender? This is going to help your chance of successfully finishing at the basket if you're going against a 1, a 2, or even a smaller 3. unstrippable. This is perfect just because the steals are kind of OP this year. So if you do drive, you're not going to be getting ripped constantly. You know what I'm saying? So just think about it. You know, next, I'm most likely I'm going to come over and finish up with Lob City Finisher, you know, maybe, let's see, maybe Acrobat with this build, but we'll see. Now let's get into the shooting. Honestly, you know, you saw my shooting attributes, they're very above average. I would say, you know, 80s all around. So I say corner specialist, at least, because, you know, people do leave you open in the corner a lot. So I say corner specialist, at least get that to gold. Now I would say especially for your shooting, get these 3 to silvers whenever you get a chance. Catch and shoot, Deadeye, and Green Machine, just because these will help you complete your chances of, you know, making a basket when you're wide open in the midi. Now I say difficult shots as well is a good badge for this build, just because there are sometimes, you guys know, sometimes the game glitches and it gets weird when you're going for a driving layup or a dunk. Somehow it kicks you back and you do a kick, you do a moving jump shot in the midi. So this will help out with difficult shots. Also, I would say Hot Zone Hunter will be a great one when you start, you know, building up. I feel like Hot Zone Hunter will be a great one for you guys as well. And then I would also say Set Shooter. Set Shooter would be a good badge to play with for this build as well, because you're not going to be doing a lot of off the dribbling type things. You know, I mean, you're going to be able to set up. Maybe you do one dribble, a guy's testing you at the beginning of the game, he doesn't know if you can shoot or not. You do a test dribble, you dribble once, he said okay, you pull up. That's what help out with the Set Shooter. Now, playmaking wise, I suggest get quick first step. That means you can get past people, tight handles, you know, just for even for your little like tight dribbles, man. You don't want to get ripped that much. So I mean, it's going to help you out, get that little speed boost with your tight handles. And then you also want unpluckable. The first 3 badges that I say for playmaking for this build, I would say unpluckable, tight handles, quick first step. Next, you want space creator, handles for days, maybe ankle breaker or glue hands. It's kind of up to you. You guys can play with it however you feel comfortable, but at least get unpluckable, tight handles, quick first step first. Then I would say space creator, for it is able for you can create space on the bigger builds. You know, they're not gonna be able to keep up with you, so you're going to be able to, you know, get some space where you can pull up. Maybe you really can't get past this super duper sweat defender, but one thing you can do, you can shoot over him by creating a little bit of space, especially if you know your jump shot. Handles for days, because I believe in stamina on this game. You're not gonna be losing stamina as much. You're gonna be able to be fresh and able to do whatever you want. Ankle breaker is just a thing. If you just feel like breaking people's ankles, and if you're that fancy with this build, do what you got to do. Now for defense, my important on defense for this build, you want clamps and interceptor. When you can get these up to at least gold, clamps and interceptor, because these are just going to be perfect starting off badges, especially clamps. And then also you want intimidator and pick dodger. Those 4 badges are your first 4 for this build that I say get maxed out to as much as you can, or what you feel comfortable with. I say gold maybe on pick dodger, or silver. Silver can work too. Silver intimidator, perfect. You definitely want gold interceptor, and you want gold clamps. When I'm able to get my gold clamps, I will get those up. That's my opinion. I would say that. Then honestly, like I said, tireless defender. I believe in stamina on this game to always be the freshest on the court at all time, with your drip in your my players, you know, stamina. So always be the freshest. So I say get this maybe up to a gold pickpocket. It can definitely help. You can help you rip the big man and things like that. And, you know, test out some of the builds. Maybe pogo stick. You know I've had some instances where I block somebody, somehow they get the block right back into their hands and they go up a little bit faster than me with that. So maybe pogo stick will be a great one. Hustler will be a great one as well. So that's my opinion. That is my opinion on what badges to take with this small forward build. You guys, I hope you guys enjoy this for this build. We'll get into the next build here shortly. All right, guys, here we go with the power forward build. Let's get into the attributes. I actually just started working on this build. Like I said, I work a full-time job, but don't judge me. This is what I'm going to be thinking about this build when I have it maxed out. Attributes right now, they're kind of average for an 87. You know, I still can do my driving dunk since he's 6'8" with a 7'3" wingspan and 217 pounds. Defense is out the world. Like, you know, averaging about 79 on anything else, but man, he's doing great. This is the build right here. This is my power forward build that all you guys saw. I'm sorry I did not work on it as much just because I was working on my small forward first, but it's going to get there. Just wait on it. Now let's go into the badges. Now the badges I would suggest for this power forward build, honestly, just like the small forward, I'm gonna come all the way over here. I'll say fearless finisher when I get that upgraded, limitless takeoff, unstrippable, bro, mouse in the house, and posterizer, and definitely Lob City finisher. I'm talking about, man, those are the badges that are great for finishing, in my opinion, especially with this build. You're going to be a fast with this build, and if you want, you could do post spin technician, but I mean, honestly, for this build, you're not going to be doing much of that. You're not going to be doing much of that, in my opinion. This build can always also shoot, corner specialist. You want corner specialist, catch and shoot, Deadeye, and green machine. That is my opinion for this build. Those are your main ones to go to. Set shooter as well. You know, what if you're playing, you know, someone's not on you, and you're able to set your feet. You can pull up. You can do that as well, because not, especially at the beginning of the game, if nobody thinks that you can shoot, this would be a perfect one for you. And also, I would say hot zone hunter for this build as well. All right, let's get into the playmaking. Honestly, you want quick first step, tight handles, and unpluckable. Maybe handles for days, maybe. Honestly, glue hands for this power forward build, just because, you know, what if you're running through like a defense and your boy throws the ball to you and it's kind of a wild pass? You'll have glue for hands, man. But for playmaking for this power forward build, definitely unpluckable, tight hands, and quick first step for this build. That's my opinion. Like I said, in the small forward build, you guys will be getting the update when I get these badges maxed out. Defense for this build, clamps. You're gonna want clamps. You want intimidator. You're gonna want pick dodger. You're going to want post lockdown, because you are going to be the biggest one on the court. So most likely you're going to be playing the big man. I say post lockdown, tireless defender. Pogo stick is huge as well. You know, just test them out. Just test them out, guys. Especially Pogo, because I've ran into this where I block somebody. My people, like, they're not there. Somehow they catch the ball. Have you guys had that? When you block somebody and they recatch the ball, then they go up faster than you do. Pogo stick, huge. Rim protector will be huge for this build, guys. This build is actually goated for real. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. You can you can play with it. You can get box, you can get off-ball pests. You know, I like off-ball pests. You know, I like how it says that makes players more difficult to get past when playing off-ball, as you can grab and hold their matchups. You know, they don't get their ankles broken as often. I honestly like that. You know, you can do chase down artists if someone does get past you. You can do brick wall if you like. But in my opinion, for this power forward build, you want clamps, intimidator, pick dodger, tireless defender, and pogo stick. You at least want those badges first. All right, so let's take a look. All right, so this is my decision of what is the best build out of both of these right now. And honestly, in my honest opinion, they're both great. It just depends how are you going to play the game. If you want to be a small forward that's going to be able to be quicker, that can drive, that can handle the ball a little bit better, get a lot of bit of space, you know, and just do a lot of more agile things, but you can still play defense, you can still help out with the rebounds and stuff like that, I would say use the two-way slashing shot creator. Now, if you want to be somebody just like a big man, a force in the paint, but still versatile at the same time, that can pull up from three, that can pull up from midi, that can dribble a little bit, but you still have a lot of defense, use versatile paint beast, man. I honestly think, guys, I made two demigod builds right here, two great builds that can do a lot for the team, in my opinion. That's my opinion, man. So the choice is yours. Whichever build that you guys want to use, make sure you're having fun with it. Test it out for yourself. Go back and watch my build videos on these two. Test it out. Have fun with it. You guys let me know what you think's the best build, and if you guys are still even having fun on 2K22 next gen. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. I want to know your guys' opinion, man. I appreciate all you guys. You guys have a wonderful night, wonderful day. Keep being great. Let's go.